ourselves anchored in front of an eco camp, like an eco campground here. I don't know how it's going to be in terms of noise and chaos for us here. Gorgeous coastline here, beautiful color water.
We just had a lovely little girls outing and it was so beautiful, and I am so excited to go explore over there tomorrow.
Our tour guide leading the way. He doesn't say much, but he sure is cute. It's really cool in here in this gorge how many wild things that are growing that are actually food, from wild figs, rose hips, dandelion, a ton of other things, acorns. I mean, it may be not your richest diet. We just got back from an amazing hike in this steep gorge here, and it was beautiful. The best part about it was the dog who acted as our guide the entire way, and it broke our hearts when we were leaving because he desperately wanted to come with us.
Ready to get out of here? Like, really like that. Man, it really likes that.
Oh. It is foggy and sunny at the same time. I'm not sure how it's possible. It seems like the fog is just skirting around us, but here we sit in bright sunshine and we can't see the horizon. So strange. The step up to Kieran's birth broke. So today, project day. Bummer. That is why you always want to put a little protective board down to lift up your project, just in case your screw goes through.
Yeah, man, she would be yelling at anybody else. I tell you what.
Where did you join them?
Yeah. Bummer.
What did you do?
I just made a boo-boo.
So the other day we were sailing along and I looked down at the panel to check out the RPMs on engine temp. Totally dead, no power whatsoever. Engine was still running because once it gets going, all it needs is fuel and air, and that engine will continue to run even with the lack of 12 volt to it. Went down and investigated and found this. So there's a fuse in the system. It's right next to the starter, just for the little 12 volt wires to tell it to go and not go, that it totally burned up. I don't know why. That's the concerning part. I've got a spare fuse housing, and then I've got another 40 amp fuse in there that I'm gonna put back in and keep a very close eye on, because even though this is where the problem showed up, this is not where the problem originated. So I am a little bit apprehensive about that, but I'm gonna put another one in, another fuse in, keep a close eye on it. Ultimately, fuse did its job. It is supposed to be what goes before, you know, the problem spreads and gets bigger and broader. We'll see. This is not going to be solving the problem. It's going to be getting the engine back on, but I got to figure out where that overcurrent came from.
It's time to go exploring.
Here we go.
Kieran's going on a rescue mission. One of the fast boats going by left something in its wake, and Kieran's gonna go pick up the litter.
Awesome.
One less piece of plastic in the ocean. Thank you, Kieran.
Welcome. Anytime.
This is gonna be so fun if it works.
Okay, that is.
I think for the first few times, just go kind of slow, you know?
This is such a bad idea.
I know, it's such a great idea.
Oh, let's see what you're saying, but it's your turn. Okay, so far so good.
So I don't even know that you're gonna be able to go over it.
That was a bit anticlimactic. We'll try again.
Oh my gosh, drop! Yeah! Body surfing, yeah!
How was it?
It was really fun. Kind of scary. I let go really soon because I didn't want to dangle like 20 feet above the water.
Oh! After 3 amazingly fun and beautiful days in Jipe Beach, exploring the gorge, enjoying the first days of summer, and just relaxing and having a great time, we've picked up the anchor and we are headed a short distance up the coast. Whew! It is warm and hazy and still today. We have no breeze as we're making our way up the coast. Looks like we're in LA or something.
It's hot, but luckily we have a blue pan.
That thing has saved us on many a hot day.
Old World War II mine we're going past. They've tagged it with the internationally recognized black flag for such items. They just haven't gotten around to diffusing it yet.
They want to make it really, really easy to see. So they put it on a skinny little pole with a black flag about 2 feet above the waterline. You'll see that anytime, anywhere, any place.
Day or night.
Whew, day or night. Yep.
Is that actually what that is?
No.
Okay, good.
We kid, but we don't kid because really that would be very easy to run into. It's really hard to see from any distance at all. And it looks fairly substantial.
Coming into Durres, the second largest city in Albania and the largest port, will be a quick stop for us. Check out provision, and then it'll be on to Montenegro. You're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space.
Nate's favorite game, playing slalom with the buoy markers. He knows what he's doing, but
even though they look like Doritos, they are gluten-free.
That doesn't mean they're not bad for you.
They still have cheese and fat, all sorts of stuff.
Crushed. The ups and downs of 12-year-old life when you learn that nacho cheese chips are not healthy. Oh boy.
I didn't want to tell her, but you relished.
The cackle of the mean mom. Yes, we all have to learn the hard lessons of life. This is a huge, wide open bay. It is perfect for anchoring. Nice and shallow with a soft, sandy bottom. And the town here is exploding with development. There are cranes and construction all over the place, and rightly so. It's positioned perfectly for an explosion of tourism.
We definitely love Albania. I am super sad to be leaving.
So for the first time in 3 years since Florida, we just got pulled over by the police in the dinghy. They didn't give us a citation or anything, but they yelled at us because we didn't have our life vests on.
No, I think they didn't like it because we didn't have life jackets in the dinghy.
Yeah.
I don't think they're pulling over every person who comes in a boat not wearing a life jacket.
I think they might be.
And he said just wear them next time and let us go, but we have never worn life vests on the dinghy.
If we don't wear them next time and they catch us,
Yeah.
we're dead.
Yeah, so we should bring them.
All right, Dead Calm Harbor, dinghy ride, over to get checked out.
That doesn't work.
You have to, okay.
These-
Just forget about that and
Just go
clasp.
into each other.
You know, just forget about that and just clasp that, and
Yeah.
no one will be any the
You
wiser.
don't need to wear the crotch strap.
Will it be unsafe without it?
You might be. One of our mottos here on Scout:
Safety first.
safety first.
Yeah, right.
Especially when you're checking out of Albania.
Would appall people to know I sailed solo from Thailand to Suez. Never once gone to. There's actually logic to that. If I go overboard, I was dead. It didn't matter if I was wearing this or not.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I don't think it's the first time in 3 years that he's had that on, but he can count on one hand the number of times that he's donned a life jacket. And for the dinghy ride to the customs dock.
Bye, good luck.
Our last sunset in Albania.
Albania is a country that is no longer what it once was. The days of being closed off with a paranoid regime in power are in the past. But it isn't yet what it will be. It's in transition. And that's okay. In fact, it's great. It has an exciting future ahead, which it can make the most of however it sees fit. In fact, everything I just said is true of people too. It's easiest to make the analogy with kids. They grow up before our eyes, going from being one thing to another. The transition is amazing to watch, but it doesn't stop once we become adults, or at least it doesn't have to. Even us older folk have the ability to reinvent ourselves. I don't know what Albania will be like in 10 or 20 years, but it should be a fun journey full of opportunity and growth. Same is true for each and every one of us. While I don't know what the future holds, have faith it will be a fun journey full of opportunity and growth.